You are listening to the Pleasant Spirit Podcast with your host, licensed massage therapist, Kyle Pleasant. Here, we will be discussing topics on health and wellness, as well as self-improvement, and his experiences as a legally blind massage therapist. And now, here's your host, Kyle.
And hello again. Welcome to Pleasant Spirit Podcast, where we discuss topics about health and wellness and a little bit of massage and personal improvement in between. So today I wanted to discuss kind of what's been going on in the world stage in terms of an election. And I think that one thing is that regardless of who you voted for or which candidate you wanted to win, I think in this particular moment in time in history, it's just a time to maybe have a cathartic breath, and just have some kind of release. Because I've said before, nothing happens unless something changes. If we continue to do the same things over and over again, then that's insanity. And again, regardless of who you support, change is one of those things that is inevitable. There's two things in the world that are change is always, everything is always changing. And tomorrow is not promised to anyone. And so we have a choice today to accept change and move forward, because we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And because we don't know what happens tomorrow, that can create a lot of anxiety for some people. They don't know, how the country's going to turn out or what the world stage is going to look like. And with those kind of emotions, those are big emotions that we definitely have to deal with. And that's okay. Because today they're going to have people that are celebrating and dancing in the street, and there's going to be people that feel like there's some kind of loss. And those are all both big feelings. And we have the choice on whether to decide how we're going to move forward with those emotions. Because I've said before, emotions are like a compass. Emotions themselves are energy to guide us, whether we're in alignment with our greater good, or we're, moving off course somehow, either with our thoughts or the energy that we hold, that we keep. And so we have that choice to stop and feel the feelings, because it's okay to feel bad. It's okay to feel glad. It's okay to feel those feelings, because they're going to guide us as to what is going to move us into the next step. Because people are saying, well, now that this has happened, where do we go from here? And the first step is to, what do we want to see changed? And you can do that by analyzing how you feel and how you feel emotionally. And are your thoughts and feelings in alignment with your greater good, or are they, taking you off course? And I've said before, you can think emotions like, pain. Pain exists in the body to let you know that something is going on that needs attention. If you walk through your house in the middle of the night and it's dark and you stub your toe, you're going to know that something has happened, that you stubbed your toe, and you're going to need to take attention to that. And you can use that as experience to get mad, or bend down and to feel your toe and bring attention to, what's not working there. And you can take that experience as to, okay, what needs to happen now? Obviously you make sure that your toe is not broken, but maybe some other things outside of that on the metaphysical level, so that maybe not walk through your house in the dark. Or maybe wear socks next time, or move that table leg a little bit out of the hallway. Those kind of things, elicit change. Pain elicits change just as much as emotion does. And so we have the opportunity to take those emotions, those big emotions, to feel them, and then ask, what can I do with them, and how do I move forward? And you can use that as an opportunity, that if your candidate didn't win or didn't address any of your issues, maybe that's an opportunity for you to go out and volunteer to support causes that you believe in, or maybe move into some gratitude training in your mind. Like, we're all blessed. No matter what happens on the world stage, we're continually blessed, and we can stop and say thank you that for my family, thank you for the food on my plate, the health that I have, all those kind of things may give you pause to start maybe doing some gratitude analysis, or maybe even some forgiveness, to let go of some things that maybe were holding you back. This is change is always a good time to reflect on where you are, and you can use your emotions, you can use the circumstances that are around you, with the energy that you attract, to bring about something great. Because what this election has done is made it a center point for what's going on in the world and what's going on in this country. And if there's things that are happening in this country that are causing anxiety, then we really need to address that, and we need to start healing as a country, and to start saying that, hey, what we're experiencing may not be working for everyone, and we need to start having some dialogue. I mean, there's no short going and looking on the internet and look, there's all kinds of content out there that bombard us. And so if it's taught me anything, there is no shortage of creativity on the internet or otherwise. Maybe you need to get some blog writers and some YouTubers and some TikTokers and some congressmen all together in one room and come up with some kind of creative plan. We got a lot of creative minds that are happening that definitely could be utilized in some great ways. Because the ultimate goal here is that we want to create a world, a country, circumstances that are going to work for everyone, not just a particular party or a particular group. And so we can certainly take this time to get some creative minds together to say, okay, here's what's working and here's what's not. And, throw all that energy into, creating something good, into something great. Because again, regardless of the candidates, regardless of your political party or your political view, I mean, we are a divided country right now, and we need to all be sitting down at the table and having a dialogue and trying to find ways that are going to allow us to work together and to create circumstances and laws and just all these things to work for everyone. We're not gonna. It's not possible to please everyone, but we definitely can take a moment and see what's working and what's not, and to have things flow in the right direction, because we definitely want that flow. I mean, because if nothing moves, if nothing changes, then we don't have any, we don't have anything flowing. If you look at nature, when you look at stagnated water, you get things that grow in it, and, diseases and mosquitoes and all those kind of things collect in this dirty water. It's because it's not moving. It's not moving down the way. It's not flowing. But when you get to a point, when you get to a part of a stream or a spring and the water is flowing, it's probably the cleanest, most healthiest water you could possibly drink. It's because of that flow. And we as a country can come together and also have some healthy dialogue and some creative flow happening there. I mean, because it's all an energy. And so I just want everyone to take a moment, take a good cathartic breath, and let's see if we can't start healing and moving forward and having some dialogue and embracing some kind of change that's going to work for everyone. And so that's going to be it for me today, and I hope that something I said inspired somebody out there. Again, we have the choice to move forward, and it starts with the language that we have and the energy that we're wanting to present collectively in the world. It's that law of attraction. What we think about and what we put our attention on is what is going to continue to manifest. And so we can either put our attention on the division or on the creation, because it's through creation, just like in nature, that is going to make the most change. So again, like and subscribe and share this, and I hope that something in this inspires somebody out there. And until next time, be well.
Thank you for listening to the Pleasant Spirit Podcast. We hope you found today's show informative. Please take a moment to write a review. And if you want to reach out or have show ideas, you can email at podcast@pleasantspirit.com. You can also visit his website at pleasantspirit.com. If you are in the Portland, Oregon area, you can schedule a massage or one of his coaching services at pleasanttouchmassage.com. See you next time, and always be well.